Hello and welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint Show. I am your host, Jay Jones. Black Entrepreneur Blueprint was created specifically to educate and inspire Black entrepreneurs to launch, build, and grow successful businesses. Join us as we help build an economic power base in the Black community by promoting business ownership. If you are currently an entrepreneur or want to be an entrepreneur, we invite you to join us every week here at Black Entrepreneur Blueprint.
Welcome to the Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, episode number 283. I'm your host, Jay Jones, and today we have another dynamic show in store for you. Today we're going to be talking about 2020, the year of your genius. Genius Training 2020, the Monetization Blueprint, Purpose, Fulfillment, Money. 2020, the year of your genius. Genius Training 2020, the Monetization Blueprint, Purpose, Fulfillment, Money. Now, before we get to today's episode, I just want to share a few things with the BEB family. First and foremost, if you are a first-time listener, welcome to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and the BEB family. Please stick around until the end of today's broadcast, where I'm going to give you all of my social media contact information and my resource links and directories, including my new book, A New Black Wall Street, and also my 2 platforms that help circulate money in the Black community. All right, family, 2019 is about to come to a close. We're actually closing out a decade, and we're opening up a new decade in 2020. Now, the Chinese always name their years. Now, they're named after animals, but I'm naming 2020 the year of your genius for the BEB family, because I want everybody to live in their genius. And if you don't understand or know what your genius is, check out episode 199, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius. And your genius is the intersection between your passion and your talent. So today we're going to talk about 2020, the year of your genius, Genius Training 2020, the Monetization Blueprint, Purpose, Fulfillment, Money. Now, this episode actually came about from a conversation I had with a longtime friend from college who's been battling health issues for years. And she's dealing with cancer, and it's gotten bad. She's been fighting it. It's going back and forth. And we had a conversation, and she's a 6-figure earner, been earning 6 figures for a long time. She's a project manager for a major Fortune 500 company. And what she decided to do was to leave corporate America and do what she was passionate about, which was become a massage therapist. And the thought process behind that was that I want to do something that makes me happy. I want to do something that I'm passionate about. I want to do something that is fulfilling. And when you're battling with a possible life-threatening illness, it really makes you sit down and think, what am I here for? Am I doing what God put me on this earth for? Whoever your God force is, if you have one, and if you don't, whatever your purpose or you feel your purpose is. And so it was a real serious conversation. And it was something that I wanted to bring up to the BEB family, because once again, we don't know how long we have on this earthly plane. So the time that we do have, we need to be able to utilize that and use our passions and our talents to generate incomes and live the life in your genius. That's what I always talk about, living in your genius. And I think one of the major issues is a lot of people don't know how to monetize that. And I say all the time, the highest form of entrepreneurship, family, is being able to monetize your genius. I'm going to repeat that. The highest form, the highest and purest form of entrepreneurship is being able to monetize your genius, which is the intersection of your passion and your talent. And so today it's going to be a brief show, But I'm also going to be doing a training called geniustraining2020.com. Geniustraining2020.com. For the first 10 people, I always like to work with small groups. I'm finishing up a group right now, Brand Builder Academy 2020. We got a lot of good people in the group, and we're having that personalized relationship. So I'm going to be forming a training called geniustraining2020.com. It's only $97, and I'll tell you about it a little later on in the show. But if you're interested, go to geniustraining2020.com. Only the first 10 people, because I'm only working with a small group. But when you sit down and you realize your mortality, because it's all going to come to an end. Now, if you're real young, you're in your early 20s or whatever, you never think it's going to come to an end. But it's funny. I can just sit here and remember like yesterday when I was 18, when I was 21, when I was 25, when I was 30. Trust me, family, the time goes by quickly. And what you want to do is you want to use that time, and you want to use it wisely, and you want to use it with the talents that the Creator has given you. Okay. It's funny. It's the holiday season. People are spending money like crazy, right? On all types of items and things like that. But, you know, it's the holiday season. It's the gift giving season. So give yourself the gift that can literally change your life. So check out geniustraining2020.com. It'll have an explanation of everything on it. And once again, I pray that everybody eventually gets to live in their genius. So I've done episodes with people, and I'm in the process of finishing up my book, Pinpoint Monetize Your Genius, which is going to come with all kind of different communities and things of that nature. But I was doing some video interviews that are going to be coming out along with the book next year. And just to talk to people and the difference that they said between living outside of their genius and living in their genius. So being able to monetize what God has already put inside of you. Okay. And so it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. And if you haven't heard my story, excuse me, the way I came up with the concept was by accident after my mortgage business crashed in 07 and 08, and I almost lost everything for the second time. And I was laying down one day and I was thinking, I'm like, man, when I make a comeback, I want to make sure that I'm doing something that I enjoy. I built a business, a multi-million-dollar mortgage business, 45, 50 plus employees, office space in Center City, 5,000 plus square foot office space, $7,500 a month rent. Payroll was a couple $100,000 every month. And it was good while it was good. But then it all came to a crash during the financial collapse of 2007, 2008. And so I started thinking about, man, what do I want it to look like when I make a comeback? And I started thinking about the things I didn't want. I didn't want a $7,500 a month rent in Center City. I didn't want to have to manage 50 employees. Excuse me. I didn't want to have a crazy payroll. I didn't want to have to go into the office every day to make sure that, you know, everything was running smoothly. So I started thinking about, I wanted freedom. I wanted flexibility. I wanted unlimited income, and I wanted to have the ability to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. So I was able to see my daughters when they played field hockey in high school. I never missed a home game, never missed an away game. I never missed a scrimmage. I never missed a summer league game. I never missed an AAU game. I was always traveling to Florida, Maryland, DC, whatever. And it was a blessing because I created my business around my lifestyle, not my lifestyle around my business. And so to me, living in your genius is using what's internal and expressing it and harnessing it in a way that you can monetize it. And so many times we start to follow cookie cutter business opportunities. Okay. So you may look at a franchise. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. That's a franchise. You may be a Dunkin' Donuts franchisee, McDonald's, whatever it is. You may look at a business opportunity. And what I found is many people focus on the money and not necessarily what's in them. So when it comes to fulfillment, purpose, and money, those are the three things that we need to be living in our genius. Okay, you can live in your genius, but if you can't monetize it, you're really not in that genius. Okay, Once again, it's the intersection between your passions and your talents. Okay. What are you passionate about? Not what you like. What are you passionate about? Okay. Also, you may want to listen to Miss Amber Quinney, the scholarship queen. She was on a couple of weeks ago, and she got the concept for her business from listening to episode number 199. Her passion, was education and helping people, and her talent, she was able to get 6 figures in scholarships for herself. So she combined those two, and now she's built a solid business. It's a young business, but it's growing like crazy. So make sure you go back and listen to that episode. So we're talking about 2020, the year of your genius. So what do you want in 2020? And this is just straight off the muscle. I don't really have any notes today or anything. Excuse me. But if you think about it logically, what would you rather do to make money? Would you rather go into a system? And this isn't for everybody, but if you're listening to Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, you probably have aspirations of being an entrepreneur, or you already are an entrepreneur. So if you had your druthers, how would you rather make money? Go and work into somebody else's system, okay, that they have equity in, which is corporate America, or create something that is internal or innate to you and make money. And I think if you gave people that choice and they were able to make it happen, people would make it happen. Why wouldn't you? Okay. So for me, for example, what I'm passionate about is I'm passionate about helping people. I'm passionate about entrepreneurship. Okay. Excuse me. Y'all bear with me. I got a cold and I've been fighting for the last couple of days. So I'm passionate about entrepreneurship. I'm passionate about helping people, especially my people. What are my talents? I'm talented in communication, and I'm a teacher by nature, not a traditional teacher, but I'm a teacher by nature. And so while I was sitting on that couch wondering how I was going to make this comeback, I said, man, these are what things I don't like. These are things I do like. This is what I'm passionate about. This is what I'm talented in. How can I put all of that together and monetize it? And so I've been blessed for the last 5 years since this podcast started to be able to live in my genius. And I'll tell you guys, when you get to that point, it's a whole new world outside. It's sunny every day. Not that you're not going to have issues and concerns, because anytime you run a business, that's what you sign up for. But you know that you can wake up with a purpose, work on your purpose, and be fulfilled and make money. So that's what 2020, the year of your genius, is all about, family. Make this year 2020 coming up about your genius. Monetizing the intersection between your passion and your talent. So today's show topic, once again, 2020, the year of your genius, Genius Training 2020, the Monetization Blueprint, Purpose, Fulfillment, Money. So if you're interested, go to geniustraining2020.com, 2020.com, geniustraining2020.com. It's $97 only for the first 10 people. I like to work in small groups because I'm also, in addition, and I'll tell you about the program a little later in the show. In addition to that, you'll have a one-on-one consultation with me. And what you're going to get when you leave out of this training program, you're actually going to get a whole written genius blueprint for you to follow and start to live in your genius. And so if there's anything, there's one gift, if I could give everybody that I could, I would try to help them live within their genius. And what it does for me is it makes me happy that I can help people get to the point that I am. It's all about service. I talk about that all the time. Yeah, we're all here to make money. You provide a service. Heck yeah, you should make money. But what are we here for? Did you contribute? What are you here for? Yeah, we're all here to take care of our families and all that, but we're here to serve not just us, we're here to serve others. So if that's the one wish I could give people, I would teach you guys how to live within your genius. Because when you get there, it's something that you'll never go back. I promise you'll never go back. So the easy part is the identification process of identifying your passions and also your talents. And the hard part is the monetization. Excuse me. So I just want to tell you a little bit about the training. Once again, it's Genius Training 2020, Now, the first question is, who is it for? So it's for people who are tired of working a job that they can't stand and they want more out of life. All right. That's usually 90% of the people in corporate America. Some people love their job and that's great. Okay. So it's for people like that. Also, people who have a business and may have realized that you're in the wrong business or you've created the wrong business. Okay. Sometimes we can create a business that we can't stand. And I'm a personal example of that. I had one business I couldn't stand going into the business. I didn't like the people that were working for me. I didn't like the people I was working with. And it just got to a point that it was, I couldn't stand it. So as soon as I could get rid of it, I got rid of it. Excuse me. Also, who else is this for? People who are looking to build a business, once again, that fulfills them and gives them purpose. Have you ever seen somebody that does something that they know that that's what God put them here to do? It's a different look on their face. It's a different pep in their step. People, when you feel fulfilled and you're working with a purpose, man, there's nothing like that. So that's for people that are looking for that. People who want a part-time or full-time income, a customizable business. And I'm going to get to that real quick. All right. People who want to build a business around your lifestyle, not your lifestyle around your business. Okay. Once again, I was able to travel to all of my girls' games, field hockey. So, excuse me, all their field hockey games and everything. Never missed a home game, an away game, scrimmage, summer league, all of that good stuff. And people used to always ask my kids and myself, yo, does your dad work? Yo, what do you do for a living? And I was like, and I explained to them, I do e-commerce, I do different things. And one of the things, guys, living in your genius allows you to do, allows you to focus on and work on things that you're passionate about. And that's why a lot of businesses, when people live in their genius, they're more successful than somebody that's doing a business just for money. So, for example, if I'm passionate about something, that means I'll probably be, I'm interested in that regardless, right? Now, if I'm passionate about something and then I find that intersection of putting my talents with that, that also increases the probability of your success. So if you're talented in something and you're passionate about something, come on. Now, the only problem is, like I said, is the monetization function. And that's where a lot of people have the issue. So today's show topic is 2020, the year of your genius. Genius Training 2020, the monetization blueprint, purpose, fulfillment, money. And once again, I'm going to say it again, and don't ever forget it. If there's nothing you remember from Black Entrepreneur Blueprint and Jay Jones, the highest form of entrepreneurship, family, is being able to monetize your genius. That's it. There's nothing better than that, because what you're doing is you're taking what's from in, what your God force gave you, and you're harnessing that, and then you're creating something from that. Okay? Purpose, fulfillment, and money. We'll do things that we're passionate about for free, but the realization of it is, family, we need money to live. And if you're providing a quality product and or service, you deserve to get paid. If I could have, I'm talking about 2020, the year of your genius, it should also be the year of reciprocity. And I spoke about this the other week. When somebody gives life to you or spreads some life to you, knowledge or whatever, you need to reciprocate. You know what I mean? Somebody's sharing something with you, reciprocate. And so my thing is, I could sit here and I could hold this all back. I just happen by happenstance. I'm no smarter than anybody else. I'm not luckier than anybody else, but I bust my ass and I am a thinker. That's one of my things. I'm a thinker. I told you guys before, entrepreneurs do three things, only three: think, create, and execute. Think, create, execute. We all can think. Not all of us can create, and even less of us can execute. That's where the issues come in. So with this genius training, it's the first part is the identifying, pinpointing, which is the identification. And then the second part is the monetization. So I'm going to get into and tell you guys exactly a little bit about the training. Excuse me. Please forgive me once again for this cold that I have. So the training is a 4-hour live training over 2 sessions. And it's actually the same training that I do live for $297. Okay. So it's 4 hours. Session 1 is the pinpoint aspect. Okay. And session 2, which is the most important aspect, is the monetization aspect. Okay. And that's where the hard part comes in. You also get 1 hour of one-on-one consultation with me, which is normally a $300 value. When I do my coaching and consultation, my charge is $300. And this 1 hour is where we're going to develop your personal monetization blueprint. Okay. Everything is going to be laid out. Just like when I do my live trainings, when you leave, and I usually do them over, 1 day, 4 hours straight, but I'm breaking this down 2 hours and 2 hours. So when you leave, you're going to leave with a blueprint, a way to monetize your genius. And that's what it's all about. Now, in addition to that, we're going to do, identify your true passions, identify your true talents, research and identify your monetization opportunities, building your business around your lifestyle, planning to launch, and get ready for go time. These are just some of the things that are actually in the training. And once again, we're only going to be working with 10 people because that's all I can max out at and give you the attention that you deserve. So some of the benefits are it's going to help you build a business that's customized around you guys. And I don't know if you understand how high or how important that is. Something that is customized around you. It's like getting a custom made suit versus buying a suit off the rack. Fellas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. It's like getting a wedding dress for a young lady versus buying a dress off the rack. Custom. So it's going to adhere to your talents. It's going to adhere to your passions, and it's going to work around your lifestyle. It could be a part-time. All right. You may say, hey, I'm still at my job. I don't want to leave my job yet. That's fine. You can pinpoint and monetize your genius and have a blueprint based around still working in corporate America. It could be full-time. Okay. It could be a remote business. It could be a brick and mortar business. It could be an e-commerce delivery. So the beauty about this is it's customizable. And what we're going to go through is we're going to go through the process of being able to identify and then monetize. And that's really the key. So for me, in 2020, when my new book comes out, Pinpoint and Monetize Your Genius, there's going to be a whole community built around it. A whole community built around it. I had to sit down and think. And even before I told you guys a story of talking to my friend who has some health issues and how she walked away from a high paying position to follow her passion and her dreams and use her talents. I knew that, excuse me, there's something that I want to leave and a legacy that I want to leave. Talking about mortality, which we all have. The legacy I want to leave is I want to, when people come into contact with Jay Jones, be it my podcast, meet me personally, or anything that I do, I want them to leave better than when I met them. And the best thing, I think the greatest gift that I can give people is the knowledge that you can turn into know-how, the knowledge of how to live in your genius, the intersection of your passion and your talent. And if I can give you that, you don't know how happy that would make me. So when it's my time to transition, and I told you one of my favorite uncles, when my aunt told me his last words to her were, did I contribute? And I always think about that. I think about legacy and how I can contribute. And so the best way I feel that I can help you, BEB family member, anybody who's listening to this, if I can teach you to live in your genius, because living in your genius versus living outside of your genius is a total, it's a 180. I'm telling you, it's a 180. I've been blessed by my experiences once again to fall into this, because when I was figuring out on the couch what I was going to do, I really didn't know what I was doing. I was just writing things down. I was thinking about what I liked, what I didn't like, what I wanted, what I didn't want. And then it all just came into fruition by mind mapping and things like that. So you can go to geniustraining2020.com. It's only $97, the first 10 people. We're going to be starting on Tuesday, January 7th. and Tuesday, January 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if you are not able to make both meetings, that's fine because they will be recorded. And also, you're still going to have the 1 hour one-on-one with me after the 4-hour training. And during that one-on-one, which is going to be probably the most important aspect of it, you're going to get your blueprint. Okay, you're going to get your consultation with me, and you're going to get your blueprint on how to build and develop your monetization. So once again, geniustraining2020.com, $97, and it's $597 value. That same training that I do live and in person is $297, and 1 hour consultation for my coaching is $300 an hour. So you're going to get all of that for $97. It's a $597 value. And once again, guys, if I could give you anything, it's being able to live in your genius. And I don't want to talk about it too much anymore in that respect. But 2020, you're going to see me out on the circuit a little bit more in terms of the book, Pinpoint Monetize Your Genius, when it comes out. Once again, I'm going to have all types of ancillary resources around that. A membership group. I'm doing a video. I'll be doing an audio book. And once again, I just have to sit back and think about what can I contribute? What type of legacy can I leave? God willing, I ain't going nowhere anytime soon, but what type of legacy can I leave that will empower people? And so to me, this was it. So y'all going to be seeing Jay Jones out there, Pinpoint Monetize Your Genius, genius training, living in your genius versus living outside your genius. And once again, the highest form of entrepreneurship, the highest and truest form of entrepreneurship is living within your genius and being able to monetize that. So before we close on out too, also I want to give a shout out to my Brand Builder Academy 2020. We got a lot of good guys and gals in there in the group, and they've been doing a tremendous job. So if you didn't make it in Brand Builder Academy 2020, the first group, I'll probably be opening up another group in a couple of months. These guys are doing a tremendous job. They're following through, and I just want to give them a shout out because once again, anything that I can help people level up on, that's what I'm here to do, and it's all about service. Also, guys, if you need to connect with me, and I'm going to close out after I give you all this contact information, but I do want to share one more thing after I give the contact information. If you want to connect with me, you can go to bebconnect.com, bebconnect.com. And in there, you're going to have all of my contact information, which I'll go over in a minute. But if you haven't got my new book yet, A New Black Wall Street, Circulating the Black Dollar Worldwide by Building Successful E-Commerce Businesses, go to anewblackwallstreet.com. Pick yourself up a copy. The digital version is $9.95, and it's good for all e-readers. All right. Now, I always talk about circulating the black dollar in the black worldwide economy. So I've created two platforms. The first one is BeSmartByBlack.com. BeSmartByBlack.com. You can go there. If you're a black product producer, upload your products. It's free, and you can connect with black consumers worldwide. Now, excuse me, if you are a freelancer, if you do anything on Fiverr or freelancer.com, you can go to hireblackfreelancers.com, HIRE, blackfreelancers.com. Upload your information. Once again, it's free, and you can connect with black consumers and businesses that want to hire black freelancers. Also, if you want to request me to come out to speak, do my book tour, speak at a college, university, or anywhere else, you can go to bookjjones.com, bookjjones.com, fill out the short form, and I'll get right back to you. Now, for my social media contact information, anything long, family, hit me at jjones@blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. That's JAYJONES at blackentrepreneurblueprint.com. Facebook, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. Twitter, JJones001, JAYJONES 001. Instagram, JJones for real. That's JAYJONES, the number 4 REAL. YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have additional content that comes out on YouTube. Go to YouTube, type in Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, and hit that subscribe button. LinkedIn, go to J Jones, Black Entrepreneur Blueprint. You'll find me there. Connect with me on LinkedIn. If you want to be included in the BEB text line to be notified and for reminders and special events, text BEB, like Black Entrepreneur Blueprint, to 555-888. BEB to 555-888. Also, to book me for any events, if you want me to come speak, go to bookjjones.com, fill out the short form. I'll get right back to you. And once again, all of the information that I just mentioned, my resource directories and my social media contacts can be found on bebconnect.com. bebconnect.com. That is a page on my website, and you can scroll down. You got all my social media contact information, and you have all my resource links. So, closing out, family. Once again, 2020, the year of your genius. If you're looking to make a change, if you're looking to live in your genius, if you're looking to harness and utilize the talents, your God-given talents and passions that God provided you, then definitely go to geniustraining2020.com, geniustraining2020.com. One of the biggest things, guys, I'll tell you about living in your genius, just from me personally, is being able to work on projects and things that I find fulfilling and also interesting. Okay. So when you have that, if you build a business, once again, it's a customizable business. So if you build a business around that, that's only going to help make it more successful. Also, building the business around your time. So if you want freedom and flexibility, the type of business that you want is going to need to give you that. So when you customize a business, you can do that. So if you go buy a Domino's pizza franchise, right? You're going to be in the pizza shop at first, working in there, making sure everything is rocking and rolling. And I get that. But if you want to build a business that you can work remotely, if you have a laptop and an internet connection, you can build that type of business too. So the customization and the flexibility that you can afford yourself based on the type of business that you build, to me, is second to none. That's one of the beauties, as opposed to going into a cookie cutter business versus, living in your genius and building a business around your genius. Purpose, fulfillment, money. What else do we need? Well, we got to have that love in there too. But today's show, 2020, the year of your genius. Make it the year of your genius, family. Living in your genius, the intersection of your passion and your talent and the monetization of that, harnessing that and monetizing it. 2020, the year of your genius. Genius Training 2020, the monetization blueprint. Purpose, fulfillment, money. And before we close on out, finally, family, I just want to say what I say each and every week. We get more and more downloads, and that's attributed to you, the BEB family. I couldn't do it without you guys. So I want to thank you for that. Please continue to spread the word. Share it with your social media contacts. Share it with your friends, word of mouth, whatever you need to do. We're trying to get this good word out there. And once again, I'm going to leave you with this question, family. Did you contribute? Don't forget, it's the holiday season. We got Kwanzaa, Christmas, whatever you celebrate. But it's about service. So that's really what life is about, family. It's about service. And so think about your legacy. Think about how did you contribute? And it doesn't have to be curing cancer. It doesn't have to be anything on that type of level. But how did you contribute? How did you help make somebody's life better? And so once again, as mortality, we're all going to have that time where we're going to end up transitioning. And once again, the conversation I had with my good friend, it really brought that to light. And I just want you guys to make sure that you think about how you contribute, not just about getting. I know we all out here trying to get that bag. That's what it's about too. But in doing so, what type of service can you provide others? How can you contribute? Love you guys. I'll see you same time next week. Peace.